Alrighty, my darlings, don't worry. I will give you some examples of what I mean when I say stop sane washing these headlines. For example, RFK Jr. saying that he wants to change the vaccine recommendations. That needs to read as man with no medical experience who is not a doctor, who bathes in sewage and eats roadkill, has decided that pregnant women and children don't need the COVID vaccine based on his feelings. That's what it needs to say. Okay? Stop using these people's titles. They didn't earn it. They're hiding behind the title and then just doing whatever the F they want. Okay? Kilmar Abrego Garcia. All right? You need to say DOJ willfully defies SCOTUS and pays to hide an innocent man in another country. That's what it needs to say. All right? Old man salutes Saudi military and Saudi generals, but skips out on West Point graduates to go play golf. That's what they need to say. Convicted felon pardons other convicted felons of bribery. Man who loves bribes or pardons other man who loves bribes. Come on, this is what we mean when we say stop sane washing it, because it's not normal. The new SSI director doesn't know what SSI is. He just needed a job. Old man addresses military graduating class by talking about trophy wives before heading off to play golf. That is what it needs to say, all right? Stop sane washing it, try to make it sound like it was better or more professional or nicer than it actually was. It's almost like when you talk to certain types of guys and they start going into the, well, women need men to protect them. And I go, from what? From who? From who? Finish the sentence. Finish the sentence. What do we need you to protect us from? What do we need? You're so close to saying it. What do we need you to protect us from? Say it. Say it and watch. When I do that, they see the look on my face and they're like, bears, maybe you need help changing a tire. Maybe, they start coming up with all kinds of shit where it's like, sure, yeah, maybe that could be handy. But no. That's not what you were going to say. You were going to say, we need men to protect us from other men, right? Right? So by logic stance, that would mean if we don't want protection because we don't want to be in danger, then the best way to handle that would be to, separate or remove the issue instead of leaving the issue there and then importing more of the issue to protect us from the issue. That doesn't make sense. That sounds like man logic. You need a man to protect you from men. It's almost like if we got rid of the men, that would fix it. I know, not all men. I know, y'all know. If you get offended by the stuff I say, then you need to check yourself. Don't come in my comments. I feel like you were talking to me. Well, I wasn't. But if you want to self-identify as such, baby, I'm happy I could help you discover a little something about yourself. I'm happy that I could do that for you.